Yeah, obviously disappointed in the outcome. Tough game for us. I'm proud of our players. I feel like every time we take the court, we expect to win. I think their prep has been really good. I feel like every night it just seems like it's something different against Bama. It was our turnovers against Georgia. We didn't get done on the boards what we needed to, gave too many second shot opportunities. I thought those two areas tonight were much better for us. And then defensively tonight, we just struggled. We tried to find something, switched up between our man zone coverage, and had a couple young ladies that just were hot. Felt like every turnover we had, even though we didn't have a lot, quickly they got out in transition and made the most of it. And then a night that we just had a hard time with some of our shots. We're a very good three-point shooting team. Uncharacteristically missed more than we typically do, and against teams like this in the SEC, every possession is so important. But hats off to Florida. I thought they played really hard. They've got a nice roster. I think their freshman McGill is really, really talented. She's a hard guard, and I thought did a great job leading her team.
Coach, you talked a little bit about McGill, but you said she's a hard guard. What specifically makes her so challenging to game plan against?
Yeah, she just, she's explosive. She can score on 3 levels. She's a great facilitator. Does a great job getting a piece of the paint, can shoot the 3, can get to her mid-range. I mean, she's just fearless as a freshman, just the athleticism and the speed. Really, I've watched a lot of film on her. I've been really impressed. I think she's going to have a great career in the SEC.
Robin, when you got an opponent shooting 50% from 3, did you see anything specific about what they were doing offensively to get so many looks?
Yeah, I think they've got some really good pieces. I mean, I think they've got so there's a couple players, and not many, but a couple players that we felt like we could be a great helper off of. And we talked about the importance of making sure he found a job and not getting caught in no man's land. But early their threes, I mean, they hit a tough 3 in transition. There's a step back 3. I think we had a missed assignment, didn't go for screen on 23. I thought in the first half, there were some tough shots that they hit. I thought in the second half, people just got away from us. And in transition again, it's like you got to guard the paint. They're so quick and explosive, but getting out to 3-point shooters is just as important. And I thought we got lost in some of their action in the second half.
Robin, what's kind of been your message to the team over the course of the last couple of weeks?
I think we've had some great leadership in the locker room. I think the girls, they've been fun to coach. They keep showing up. We watch film. We try to break it down. They're very coachable. We've just tried to find ways to win the small victories. We talk a lot about fortitude and what that looks like, not only in basketball but in life, and the way we want to show up and our character. And I just feel like there's something on the brink for us. I mean, they've worked too hard. We all do, and it would be a lot easier if consistently everything fell in this basket. But we've done a much better job taking care of the ball as of late. Tonight I thought our effort on the boards, we were a lot more assignment correct. Our defense against Bama I thought was really good. Well, tonight it wasn't. So how do you complete a 40-minute game? And that's got to be our focus every day.
Angie, you operated a lot in the high post as a passer, a lot especially, finished with 6 assists. What was it like to kind of play a little bit of a different role and operate as a facilitator this game?
We just saw the way they were playing us, and we just kind of run their defense, and if it meant me just being out there and making those passes to the guards, that's what I did.
Robin, you mentioned putting together a full 40 minutes. These last couple of fourth quarters have been kind of an issue for the team. What have you seen in those final 10 minutes these last couple of games that you think has kind of led to the bigger margins?
Yeah, maybe there's something I'm missing rotationally. We talked about that as a staff and looked at that from our Georgia game. Maybe fatigue's setting in a little bit more than we realize, but we got to figure something out. And that's on us coaches to figure it out. But right now, that's the only thing that, maybe we're missing some rotations in there to keep fresher legs.
Robin, can you talk a little bit about Averi tonight and Averi, just what was working out there for you tonight? I think you had one of your better nights, and it was uniform shooting the ball tonight.
Yeah, I think Averi's just a warrior. She's going to leave her whole heart and soul out there on that court. I think she's after not playing for a year last year, I think every game she gets under her belt, I think she's getting more and more comfortable. You know, she's not afraid to lead vocally, be a facilitator. I think she's still wrapping her arms around and mind around kind of what we need from that point in position. We'd go back and watch some film on Mama from last year, how great of a job she was at probing the paint and creating shots for others. But she's also someone that's worked really hard on her shot, and when opportunity arises, she's not afraid of that moment. But defensively, she's going to give us everything she's got. You know, she can rebound, she can defend. I think, you know, when she's on that court, you're going to get everything that she's got to offer, and I'm really proud of her. I thought she had a great night tonight and has been playing really well for us as of late.
Yeah, you know, you talk about my injury last year. I try to look for the positive in everything. And so of last year, of course, I would do anything to get to play. But while I was out, I really got to take time to work on my shooting. And so all last season, all summer, I've really tried to put in a lot of reps. And it's cool to see it pay off. But, you know, I'll do anything to just have a W in the win-loss column rather than points in my column. So anything I can do to help the team, that's what I want.
Coach, what's it like managing and dealing with such an intense SEC schedule, playing twice a week against a lot of teams that are going to end up making the tournament come March?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great opportunity. I mean, it's a great league, great coaches, great players, and you know, you don't get a chance to hang your head. You don't get a chance to feel sorry for yourself. No one feels sorry for you. But you gotta, I think it tells you a lot about your character and how you show up every day. And so not only basketball, but in life and how we respond. So I think it's exciting. I love how competitive the league is. And there's a lot of, like I said, just opportunities out there that we've got to stay the course, and we got to get back up, put our shoulders back, and again, talked a lot about fortitude in that locker room and what that looks like through adversity and the way we want to soldier on. And so I'm sure we're all excited to get back to work on Tuesday.
Yeah.
More questions? All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.